Today we are going to see the pumping lamina for the regular expression. So the pumping lamina for the regular expression. So pumping lamina is used to prove that a language is not regular. So we cannot use this pumping lamina to prove that my language is regular. So you cannot use it. You have to use only to prove that the language is not regular. So we have what is pumping lamina first. So if a language is regular language, then the language has a pumping length of P such that string S is greater than the pumping length and may be divided into three parts like U, V and W, such that it must satisfy all the three conditions which is given below. So U, V to the power of I, W belongs to the language L for all I is greater than or equal to 0. So here for all that is V is the length. The second condition represents the length of V should be always greater than 0. And the third condition says that U and V string together must be less than or equal to the pumping length. Okay. So this is the pumping lamina theorem. So if you want to prove a language is regular, then it should be pumped. So if a language is always regular means that language can be always pumped into lamina. Okay. So we'll see how it can be checked. Now these are the steps to prove that language is not regular using pumping lamina. So as I said before, pumping lamina cannot be used to prove a language is regular. It cannot be used for proving a language is regular. So we take that contradiction and we solve the problem. So how do we solve the problem? If the question they ask whether it is not regular, we try to prove the language is regular. So how do we do that? We'll start the steps one by one. So first we'll assume the language L is regular. Now then we'll set a pumping length, say any length you can set as our wish. It is our wish to set it. So we'll set some pumping length here. Now third thing is you have to choose a string that can be pumped with the pumping length P. So it is nothing but a length, a numerical value. So you have to choose a string which is less than the pumping length. Now now divide the string into three terms U, V and W. So the string which is chosen less than the pumping length, that you have to split it into three parts. One is U, V and W. Now for some cases do some different combinations for U, V, W and try to solve the pumping lamina condition. If you are able to satisfy all the three conditions at the same time, then we can say that language is regular. If any one condition fails, then we can say S cannot be pumped. So if a language is regular, that language can be pumped. If the language is not regular, it cannot be pumped. So it is a contradictory for the first statement. So we will prove this problem. Let us see how it is done. So when you are seeing the example, you will understand. We will see an example. So let us see an example. We are going to prove the language L, A of n, B of n, where n is greater than or equal to 0 is not regular using pumping lamina. So first, before going to the problem, why this is not regular? So if an is been known or if an is been printed, how many a's we are printing, the same number of b should be printed. For example, if n is equal to 2 means I have to print 2 a's. Similarly, I have to print b also 2 times. So which is not possible in finite automata. Why? We cannot store the value of n which is for the first term a of n. In that, value of n cannot be stored in finite automata because it can't store any value. So when you want to print b, again I don't know what is the value of n. Hence this language is not regular. Now we will go with the proof with the pumping lamina. So the first step, we have to assume that my language is A of n, B of n for n is greater than or equal to 0 is regular. So that means I can pump this equation. So the step 2, I will set a pumping length. So I am going to set my pumping length P is equal to some value 7. I am going to set it as a 7. Now I am going to choose the string S with A of P and P of P. Okay, so here a 7, I have assumed it, so I'm going to choose a string with AP and BP. So which is P is going to be the pumping length. Now the next step is to divide the string S into 3 parts. So that will be U, V and W. So we'll assume, let us assume P is equal to 7, which I did it in the here itself. Okay, so is a part of the language L. So what I do is I will write the string first. So we are going to assume, so I need, if there is A 7 A's, then you will have 7 B also. So we'll write it a little. Okay, so this is the string I am going to consider. So if P is 7, then the string is going to be S is equal to AP BP. Now I am to split this. Okay, so we'll consider the case 1. This is case 1. I am going to split this string for length of 7 into 3 parts. So it's up to me. So let me choose my wish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the middle parts alone. So I will take first the middle 4A as V and these two as U and the remaining terms are W. Okay, so similarly there is another type of case we can have. Same thing, we'll have A 5 6 7, then again B 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now another case. Now for this case 1 we have considered our A is in V, and for case 2 we are going to consider only B alone. Okay, so we'll choose some B's alone here. So I will leave one B with U. So let me take similarly like this 4 B's together as V and this one as W, and up to this it is going to be U. And similarly case 3, so we'll consider that B is in both A part and B part. So these are two combinations. So what I'm doing is, in first case V is only containing A, in second case V is containing only B, the third case V is containing both A and B. So we'll write that A, B, again B. Okay, so here let me take 2 A's and 2 B's together as my V, and the remaining A's are U and the remaining B's are W. Okay, so now we are going to do the proof. So now what I have is I have case 1, case 2, case 3. Now I am going to check the 3 parts. Okay, U, I, V, W. Okay, so which I will take here U, V square W, where I is equal to 2. Okay, so I will consider this part. So now I will check this string whether it satisfies all 3 pumping lamina condition or not. Okay, so what is the first condition we have is you have to take U once, V twice and W. Okay, so we'll start with case 1. So U once, so you will have A alone because U is having A. Then B is 4A, it has to be repeated twice. Then W, I have AB, then you have 7 B's. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Okay, now this is the thing. So this is U, so this is V square, this is W, and this is U. Okay, so the first condition is they all belongs to the language. Yes, it belongs to the language, and I is greater than or equal to 2. So condition 1 is satisfied. Now what is condition 2 is the length of, one sec, it is not So the length of V must be greater than 0. Here it is also satisfied. And what is condition number 3 is UV must be less than or equal to P here. Okay, so UV and together it must be less than here. So you can see the number of UVs in this equation. So the count of A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 7A plus 4. It's it's 5, 4, 2, 6, 7, 7 plus 1. A is 11 and B is 7. Okay, so it is total length is 7. So here you can see B is 7. So B is satisfied. So you have, okay, so the length of UVI star, okay, IV2, we will take it as UV square, which is 11 plus 7, which is 18, which is not less than or equal to P. So condition fails here. So your third condition fails for case 1. Similarly, case 2, we will check the condition 3 alone for that. So we will write the UV square, okay, UV square W. So U is written once. So the all 7 A's, A1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 A's and 2 B is U, and V square is 4B, which has to be repeated twice. So BB, BBB, then finally W is 1B, so it's going to be V. So what is the length of UV square? So it is U is, and this is V square and this is W. So V square is 8. So it is 8 plus, and U is about 11. So 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it is 9 here. And this is 7, 2 plus 2, 4, 8. V square is 8. So it is again 17, which is not less than the pumping length. So again for case 2 also the condition fails. So the next case is for case 3. I am going to check. So UV square W, which is UV has to be done. So U is, I have AA, 5 A's here, and B is AA double B. So AA double B and AA double B. Then I have 5 B's. Okay, then I have 5 B's. Now this is not at all in our accepted in a language. This string is not accepted in a language, since our language what it says is AN and BN. So if AN, then you should have equivalent BN. Here you can see, even though the count is similar, after the appearance of A, B should have to come, where it is not happening. So it does not follow the pattern of A of n, B of n. So therefore UV square W does not belongs to the language L. It's not that. Therefore we prove that the language A of n and B of n for n is greater than or equal to 0 is not regular. Why is it so? It is not satisfying the pumping condition for all the 3 conditions. So we assume the language is regular and we try to apply the pumping equation. So the pumping equation can be applied only for the regular language, where here it is not being pumped. So the given language is not a regular expression. So that's all about the pumping expression. So we'll see another example for pumping lamina. Now the language is, it is going to be YY. So first you should know why YY is not a regular language. So if the finite automata is printing a string of format Y, it should remember what format it is printed for first Y. The same must be repeated for the second Y. But the finite automata does not have any memory, so hence YY is not an regular language. So let us see the proof. So first step, we assume language L is regular. So because we are going to prove it with the contradictory in the pumping lamina. So then it can be pumped into a length P. Okay, it can be pumped into a length P. So if the language is regular, it can be pumped to some pumping length P. Now the third step is we will choose a string. So we will choose the string such that S is equal to 0P1, 0P1. Why is it so? Because the first string must be repeated as the second string. That is our language here. So we'll chosen the string. Now we have to divide the string S into three parts. That is U, V and W. So that is the first step. So we'll consider step 5, we'll consider our P is equal to 7. So our P will be equal to 7. So the string S is going to be 0, 0, 0, 4, 3, 2, 6, 7. Okay, 7 zeros, 1, then again 7, 0, 1. So this is going to be our string. So let us divide this into three parts as UV. So I will take first two things as U, then from the second one till 1 I will take it as V, then the remaining terms I will take it as W. So now first step is you have to find UI of W. So we will take I is equal to 2. So U V square W, so which will be equal to U is 00, V is 501. So you will have 501, again 501, then you will have 7 zeros, 1. Now U V square W does not belongs to our language. Why? Because the strings are not repeated. The first half of the string must be repeated as the second half. You can see 1 is in the middle, it is not in the form of YY. Hence the first condition fails. So condition 1 fails. Now the condition 2 is, it is that the length of V must be greater than 0. So we are here, you have taken as I square, so it is greater than, so it is satisfied, no issues. But the length of X and Y must be less than or equal to P. But the length of sorry, it's not the length of X and Y, it's UV. Okay, UV. So the length of U is 2 here and V is 3, 5, 6. Okay, it is 6 here and it is not less than or equal to P. So the condition fails. So all the pumping condition is failed here. So therefore we say the language is not regular, it can't be pumped. Pumped with P. So this is how the answer is done. So that's all about pumping lamina. Try to do with other languages and check it out. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you.